Grant Achatz is a fascinating figure because he built, Alinea into the number one restaurant in the world at one point. And it's this innovative, cutting edge restaurant where he has to take a lot of risks and he has to at the same time fight complacency and he has to be constantly innovating and being creative and things like that. He knows that creativity is basically connecting the unconnected. It's the idea that you can be very creative when you take ideas from multiple disciplines and tie them together and in disciplines that may not have anything to do with each other. So for example, his discipline is food. It's dining, the restaurant. What could he learn though from music or storytelling or art? And he incorporates those elements into the dining experience and it is magical. It creates magic because he's not stuck to how things should be and how things have always been done. So for example, he will go to a museum, see a large scale painting, and say, wow, that is beautiful. I want to eat off of that. So he brings that into the restaurant experience, makes his team create a tablecloth that looks like a piece of art that people can eat off of. Then he will be listening to a song from Rage by the Machine, and he'll be like, whoa, look at all these peaks and valleys in this song. Like, how can I recreate that and incorporate that into the dining experience? So suddenly, it's not just dinner, it's a story. There's peaks, there's valleys, there's a climax, there's all these things he weaves in where when you walk into his restaurant, you're not going to dinner, you're going to like a show. You're going to be entertained. With Grant, he says he looks at the world through a kaleidoscope of food. So everything he sees, he's like, how can I incorporate that into the dining experience? And most impressively for him, he at one point, the best chef in the world gets stage 4 tongue cancer and he loses his ability to taste food. How insane is that? So the smell does a lot for how a food tastes. So he started experimenting with, okay, can we visually make a food look one way, but then taste a different way, smell a different way? It messes with your senses and perception of the world. That's a level of creativity for a chef who just lost his sense of taste in the mouth to be able to create his best menu yet. Incredible, incredible creativity. But it just shows that creativity is a product of constantly thinking about how you can incorporate these elements into your world and also being willing to take risks constantly in order to fight off complacency.